I was on seat when the call for Centers of Excellence was made, and we submitted 2 proposals. One for Oilfield Chemicals, petroleum engineering. I'm a petroleum engineer. And then the other one for Agric. And so we had to put our weight on petroleum engineering. The 2 proposals were evaluated. And during the site visits, I made the presentation, and finally we got CEFOR.
CEFOR was established in 2014 to meet a certain need, to bridge a gap, and of course to help the country, Nigeria, deal with issues of capital flight. Before the establishment of CEFOR, the country have been in oil and gas business for more than 60 years, or up to 60 years. Unfortunately, the same country with multinationals do not have in-country capacity for oil and gas research, particularly as it pertains to oilfield chemicals. Oilfield chemicals is a major component of every drilling and completion process of the oil and gas production milieu.
One of the things that had gone well for this center is that most of the lecturers, most of the professors of petroleum engineering in this country, at least we had over 60% in this university. And because it's petroleum engineering, we are close to the industry, we worked with industry, and also with government. The Institute of Petroleum Studies was established through collaboration between the University of Port Harcourt and IFP School in Paris, supported by NNPC Total. So that opened our eyes in running CEFOR.
We are driving towards a sustainable oilfield chemicals research. So our interest at the moment is to ensure that oilfield chemicals developed at ACC4 are environmentally friendly. Environmental friendliness is key to our our research here. So we deal with bio-based products, agro-waste, turning them into oilfield chemicals.
The immediate society for the oilfield chemicals is oil companies. The problem we say that we've solved for them is reduction in their cost of production, because some of the chemicals used are based on waste products that we are used to synthesize some of these chemicals. So they don't have to import some of these things anymore. So there's reduction in the cost of production. And then you can now separate from there that's more food on the table of some people. And moreover, when you pick up waste to use it to do something useful, you've also solved some environmental issues that waste would have caused. Most of the products, most of the things we use for these products are complete waste that would have even caused some harm or the other in the environment. But we now converted them to useful products by extracting some chemicals from them, if you like, and we now use them for.
We have the raw materials, we have the natural resources in country, that could be used to formulate different types of oilfield chemicals.
There are a number of work we did in oilfield chemicals, and some worked on biosurfactants, some worked on demulsifiers, some on emulsifiers, some on corrosion inhibitors, and some other persons on fluid additives for production fluids. So there are a very number of them, and some works are still going, because in research, when you do some work, there will be opening for more work to improve or even to add to the knowledge you have.
Students of CEFOR have a proven track record of developing groundbreaking solutions that address real-world challenges. One notable achievement comes from a former student who fabricated a wax-deposition device for crude oil production pipelines. This innovation helps to analyze paraffinic crude oil by studying its properties, determining the temperature at which it solidifies or forms wax, and finding ways to manage and prevent wax formation in low-temperature conditions. The project, which began in 2014, was completed in 2020 under the guidance of CEFOR's dedicated lecturers and researchers.
Now, what my research is centered on, it's actually to synthesize a demulsifier that is required in the oil industry. Now, demulsifiers are usually imported. So what this center is actually going to do is to see how we can get, these oilfield chemicals from in-country raw materials. And basically what I'm working on is just how to demulsify, crude oil from, getting demulsifiers from in-country source. Demulsification is a problem in the oil industry. Now, what this means is that if we're able to achieve that, we'll be able to, separate water from crude oil. And that is a very important, problem in the oil industry. So this research is actually aimed, at solving that problem.
CEFOR is a center for teaching and learning. The programs they run there are top-notch, and so they contribute significantly to teaching and learning in the university. The graduates there, whether at master's or PhD levels, are part of the university, and they are doing very great even after their programs. When you talk about research, CEFOR, amongst other centers, are top-notch because they provide state-of-the-art facilities that can enable not only students who are in CEFOR to do their research, but students generally in the university who have something to do with those laboratory equipment that are there.
CEFOR has state-of-the-art facilities, including cutting-edge laboratories, spacious lecture halls, an e-library, a language lab for proficiency in both English and French, and a fully equipped workstation for students.
To study at CEFOR, you need a minimum of Masters in Engineering or Masters in Science, or its equivalent, from any approved university in the country. Usually when adverts are out, we encourage students, all students, national and international, to apply. We make sure the adverts are out on the international scene so that the students will be able to assess the information and apply. Once you apply and you are qualified for the program you are applying for, you are given equal opportunity like the national students. When we get regional students, they are also given accommodation to house them while they are here. And then the accommodation is equipped with internet facility, they have a library and an alternate power supply. It's a level playing ground for every person. We don't discriminate any caliber of students. Whether you are able or disabled and you are applying for the same program and you have the requisite qualification, of course we admit and accommodate you as well.
CEFOR primarily offers PhD programs in fields such as petroleum engineering, chemical engineering, plant science and biotechnology, environmental technology and management, occupational health, safety and environment, chemistry, microbiology, and environmental microbiology. It also collaborates with other centers to provide master's programs for students.
It's a World Bank sponsored program and we're expecting to have top-notch training. So we got facilities on point, trainings on point, lecturers on point, even the staff. As a regional students, the smallest issues I had were resolved immediately. I would say yes, my expectations were met.
The center had run on the basis of triple helix of partnership between government, academia, and industry. The first center leader had been used to the industry culture of doing things with precision and speed and so on. So that has helped this center in such a way that we had always met our milestones.
The center have developed an enterprise resource planning software which we call CEFOR ERP. So this software actually automates the entire process of administration, accounting, procurement, monitoring and evaluation, project, communication. All what you may think that an organization needs to run, our software have automated all of that processes. So the software is a priority to the center and is also in line with CEFOR mandate. As part of our proposition for the AC Impact, we add the aspect of software development for our oilfield chemicals. And that now led us to further build the software to account for the entire management of the organization.
As an IT firm, the ERP software has enabled us to completely automate all our processes from the reception to accounting. Everything is seamless, everything is automated, and everything is paperless. It has also helped us to keep in check our renewable energy, which is all hosted on the CEFOR management platform. Also, as an IT firm, we've been able to deploy different models of the CEFOR ERP management system to our various clients across the globe because of the kind of partnership we have with the center under our own brand name. The CEFOR ERP software is actually hosted live on our servers.
Apart from looking at the World Bank, we are doing quite a lot with our some companies in country here to see how they can partner with us in commercializing those products. So we have done some certain things. In not distant time from now, those efforts will come to the market.
Laser Engineering and Research Concern Limited is an indigenous company that offers services to the oil and gas industry. And we started with training, manpower training, where we train people from the university and other industrial professionals. What has been our strength has been our staff, okay? And that is why the partnership with CEFOR now comes in. Because I tell you, we partner with CEFOR in terms of manpower, in terms of resources. We support them when it comes to supervising their students in their projects and also make a provision for them in terms of training when they do their internship. The kind of people produced from this institution make a very good contribution to what we do here because they have the knowledge, and when knowledge meets practical, of course what is produced is very useful in the industry.
The Intellectual Property and Technology Transfer Office of the University of Port Harcourt shares a testimony on the significant impact CEFOR has had on its students and the university since its establishment.
In November 2022, CEFOR made an intervention through a sensitization workshop to the university community. Personnel and facilitators were invited from the Patent Office, from WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization, from many other places, innovation hubs, to talk to us on intellectual property rights, commercialization, and related things. Through that, we've been able to set up a functional ecosystem that is able to address some of the challenges we have had towards research enhancement. CEFOR provided us internet facilities. So in this office, we have 24 hours internet. They have sent us for trainings. And through that interaction, we were able to sign an agreement with WIPO that led to the establishment of TISC, WIPO TISC, a program that helps the university in terms of technology and innovation acquisition. It is of interest to note that NORTAP underwent ranking of universities, and when they came to our university on inspection, they were impressed. Because of that, the University of Port Harcourt's IPTTO was ranked best in Nigeria.
We are seriously driving towards commercialization. What is, it's not just because we want to commercialize, we want to also ensure that there is continuous flow of income into the center. If we have products commercialized, for royalties associated with these either royalties or proper business dealings, will ensure that we have funds here. However, at the moment, we have our enterprise resource planning software, and that is running fast. We already have some universities that have subscribed to parts of that software, and income coming from that software will support the center greatly in sustainability. We have a functional laboratory. By the time the World Bank in funding ceases, the laboratory will certainly go fully commercial. Already at the moment, it's a source of income because there is an equipment we have in the laboratory that is not available around us here in Rivers State. And so people come from different places to use that particular equipment in the analysis. It's an oil and gas analytical equipment. And finally, in that line, we have mentioned about research grants. We are no longer joking or playing with issues of grant writing and getting funding from grants. We are dedicating an office with staff. We have actually gotten 2 staff already with someone heading the place. So that will drive sustainability of the center.
Since its inception, CEFOR has enrolled a total of 325 PhD students, comprising 230 males and 95 females, including 33 regional students. Widely recognized for its academic contributions, CEFOR boasts over 460 publications by students and faculty in prestigious local and international peer-reviewed journals. The center provides a supportive environment that enables students to fully focus on their academic pursuits. CEFOR offers comprehensive scholarship opportunities covering tuition, research grants, stipends, and more to support both local and regional students. Additionally, CEFOR facilitates valuable internships, giving students hands-on experience in their field and equipping them for the job market.